Hey, what's up? We got some special treat for you guys today. But first, hit like, subscribe, share the button to the moon. We got the famous Cake Cloud with a famous little goat buddy, and she's somehow have more subscribers than me with her adventures, which is awesome. But
it's because the goat's cute.
Well, the goat's cute.
Nothing to do with me.
Yeah, the goat is cute. It's all about the goat. I miss the goat. I miss my adventures with my goat. I definitely, and everybody's like confused with each other. Are you that guy? I'm like, I'm a woman. you know.
You're a nut.
But so good. So you traveling around with this Gypsy Wagon and a Jeep, and we way out here in the desert, which is I couldn't even drive my vehicle out here. So we way out here. I had to walk from the road all the way out here just to get this interview today. So that's why you guys.
We like to go deep. That's why we got the Jeep.
Yep.
Get out in the stick.
Yes.
Keeps it more interesting.
Keep it more interesting. So tell me about. So you want to tell me about your
adventures?
Your goat. Like, what do you want to say? This is your 15 minutes of fame.
My 15 minutes of fame. I finally get it. Yes. It's about dang time.
About dang time.
Well, basically, I became nomadic like Eric because I wanted to. After my daughter went off to college, I decided I wanted to hike the 3 major long trails in the United States, consisting of the Appalachian Trail, the Pacific Crest, and Continental. So in 2018, I sold everything, and my daughter went off to college. I did the Appalachian Trail in 2018, the Pacific Crest Trail in 2019, and then 2020 I was going to do the Continental for my Triple Crown, and COVID hit. And they were like, stay in place, and I was like, crap, I don't have a place, because I didn't have my wagon at the time. I just had my Jeep.
And you had a goat too?
No, not yet. That's how I got the goat, because when COVID hit, I ended up renting from a goat farmer. And she had been born right when I moved in, basically, and she was the runt, and the mom had rejected her. And I had given her a nickname, so the landlord came like, hey, do you want to say goodbye to this one? She's dying. I think it's the one you nicknamed. And I was like, well, can I try to save it? And he's like, if you want, but then you're going to have a goat. And I'm like, screw it. Looks like I have a goat. And so that's when she entered my life. And then COVID just never ended, so I started to get stir crazy, so I bought the camper. And the camper just happened to be the only thing my Jeep could tow, because the Jeep's tow capacity is nothing. And my Jeep's my dream car. It's my baby, my other baby, my other goat, I should say. So I found this on Craigslist. Just happened. I didn't even think Craigslist was a thing still.
So you found this like almost like this?
I found it built on Craigslist, but it was a lot more basic. Like, I added the roping and I painted it and I put the step on, I lifted it, reinforced the frame. Like, I've done a lot. I added all the shelves inside. I've been in a couple of tiny living documentaries with the rebuilds and everything that was going on.
Okay, so we basically it was a
structure.
It was the bones of it.
It was the bones of it. Yes, I think this man was a little Roma man. He was about 89 when he built it. So it's not very square, but he built it for fun, I think, as a playhouse.
But it's have character, so that's good.
And it was like, this fits me, because now I have a goat, so why don't I have a Gypsy Vardo as well? So anyway, yeah, so I ended up getting that from this little old man, and it's perfect tow capacity for my Jeep. And we've been traveling ever since. So once I got her, I couldn't go do the Continental Divide for my Triple Crown,
But you already had a YouTube channel before you had to go, right?
I started my YouTube channel because my daughter was freaked out about me hiking from Georgia to Maine on my first long trail. So she's like, Mom, you gotta do a YouTube channel so I can follow you, make sure you're alive, hear your voice. She's like, pictures aren't gonna suffice. So she actually helped me start my YouTube channel. It was her idea. Because you can't text a video. She wanted me to text her videos. I'm like, you can't text a video. They're all too long and I'm not gonna have service. So she instigated my YouTube channel, and so I hit a niche on accident because I started filming every day. When I hiked from Georgia to Maine, I did a daily video, and I was filming the trail instead of me. Like most YouTubers are like filming their face and look at me. I really didn't want to be on the channel. So
yeah, they really want to be famous.
I just,
What do you even think about being famous?
No,
just like,
I didn't even know I could make money off of it until like fast forward 2 years, I met another YouTuber, and he's like, you have more subscribers than me, kind of the same thing. And he's like, how much do you make a month? And I'm like, I have more subscribers than you. And I knew him too. So I was like dumbfounded. I'm like, I do? And he's like, you don't even know? And I was like, no. And he's like, how much do you make? I'm like, I don't make anything. He's like, it's not monetized. So he like basically like sat me down and walked me through like
how to apply for the PPP program.
Yeah, to be monetized and stuff. So yeah, I did my first basically 2 years. My through hike of my Appalachian Trail was all me filming so my daughter could see, because I knew she was watching. So every time I'd summit a mountain, it was my first time seeing it with the camera and the person watching, which was my daughter in my head. So I just wanted to share everything with her. And then I hit the PCT and I decided I'm just going to do the same thing, because it was such a cool thing to have that video journal. So I was still doing it just for my daughter and me at that point. But then about halfway through the PCT, I just like, I don't know, people went nuts. So I got my following before my goat. But she's added to the storyline, I think, a little bit. So yeah, I think I had about...
Which was my biggest mistake is that I didn't start my YouTube channel till almost after till like the very end of the goats adventure.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest thing is because if I would have had the goat when if I had the YouTube channel when I had the goat, it would have been way different. But,
I bet. But at least you still got the stories. You got to write a book. That's what you should do.
I don't. Yeah, maybe.
Why not? You could do it. Like they have that thing called Dragon, where you just speak the book and it writes it for you. It types it all out. It's sick. Like you don't have to type anything. You don't have to write anything.
I'll just make a video.
Just speak
I'll just make a video, but on YouTube.
But then it could be published into a book too.
Nobody write. No, yeah, maybe I should write some books.
You should do that. Why not? Totally. Your story is so fun.
So she's out here. She just got a Starlink towel today. We all out here trying to come. I came up with ways of powerful rigs and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, you can put it on here with this and that.
So you can get a solar panel, wind turbine. I told him put two.
We're gonna look like a true circus going down the road.
Chickens and treasures jingle about you as you go down. As you travel from town to
I should
town.
just put a speaker on the outside and play that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I should just mount some speakers.
You have a spot for the speakers right there underneath the roof there. That might be a
I
good
don't
spot.
need any more attention than I already get. Sometimes I don't even know if I want all the attention.
Is that why you're out here in the boonies?
Sometimes, yeah. Every once in a while, I just have to like break away. You know, we had schoolie. And
I just got
went to the flying circus.
Break away. I just got to break away.
Do you know that at the flying circus she flew?
Yeah.
I took her on a plane ride. We're trying to schedule a hot air balloon ride for her in New Mexico here.
Well, what you need to do is get a goat on a boat.
She's been sailing on a ship from 1812.
Oh, really?
Out of Georgia. She's been to Mardi Gras in New Orleans. She's been to Sturgis during Biker Week.
Well, we definitely need to hang out a lot more.
She's done all kinds of fun things.
I definitely need to hang out with you a lot more. We definitely need to hang out a lot more.
We'll figure it out.
We figure it out.
I
gotta go get my bus. My bus is sitting at the mechanic shop for years.
Yeah, you were saying that. You gotta go get that. What are you doing?
They tell me they're gonna fix it eventually. I gotta go fix it myself.
I think I'd go find a new mechanic.
Motor
City's not working out for you, darling.
Well, I told it to Toledo, so maybe I keep telling it south.
Oh, it's in Toledo?
Yeah, now it's in Toledo, mechanic. So.
You might get lucky if you keep moving.
South. I just shipped the bus all over the country. Finally, hopefully you find a mechanic to fix it.
Okay, somebody out there has to know a mechanic, a diesel mechanic.
No, it's a 350 Chevy.
Oh, it is?
Small block.
Oh, well, that should be even easier.
Yeah, it's the most common engine ever made.
Come on, somebody help this man out.
It's the most common drivetrain ever made.
Oh, well.
It's like every I
bet some of your subscribers would help you out if you really put the 411 out there. Be like, come on, help me get my.
Come on, Holly, come on, sponsor my channel. Come on, we should help me email all the people who should get my bus sponsor like a race car.
Start a GoFundMe.
I saw, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, I'm done with GoFundMe's. The problem with GoFundMe's is that, like, it's hard to get anybody to donate. I did start with GoFundMe. It's hard to get anybody to donate. But then if people do donate, then I had one GoFundMe, but I almost died. And then everybody like, what happened to all your money? It says here you have $30,000, and I'm like, yeah, but I spent all my money on my house. So
yeah, well, that's
that caught fire. But it's a learning experience. Now I know how to do electrical, wiring, plumbing, all the fun stuff.
The things.
All the things.
I love it.
And now I'm like, I've been working on a house for 3 years. Even though I don't have the house no more, I have all the knowledge.
You know what? Sometimes that's the way life is.
I don't have the house, but I got the experience. I got the
next time you'll nail it. Literally. I have bad jokes.
Wow, we already over 10 minutes, so yeah. All right, so please like, subscribe, share the button, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon. Let's go.